Good morning or
Hello.
afternoon, morning, depending on where you are. Are you all saged?
Yep,
Are you
I'm all
finishing
saged.
your
I'm good to
saging?
go.
Okay. Well, great. I'm just let's double check. I want to make sure that I've got all the buttons pushed here. Make sure we're live on. Let's see here. Okay.
Hi, guys. Hello.
Hi. Hello, everybody. Hi, Sean. Great Quartz. Good morning or afternoon. I think you're in Arizona. So let me see. Are we live on? Let me check Facebook. Let's see. Are we on? Am I all connected? I don't know that I'm seeing it. Hi, Alyssa. Great Quartz. Are you seeing it? Are you on? No, you're on YouTube. Let's see here.
Hi, guys. Hello.
Well, that's one way to do this. Okay, let's see if we've got. Is everybody back in? What in the world? Are you able to see the chat?
I can. Yeah, just in Restream though. So I think the I don't know if Facebook shows up here. I think one of them doesn't show up here.
Let me see here.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's from YouTube.
Okay. Well, maybe nobody's on Facebook yet. Because that's what I was trying to do when that all happened. So I'm wondering if it was too much here. I am not going to mess with it for multiple reasons, but I can no longer see the chat.
On Restream, you cannot?
Right. I can't see it for some reason. I'm going to try something. Hang on. This is odd. Don't know why it's showing a login screen, but I can tell that we're live. Technical problems, folks. I'll tell you what, I'm over them, but I'm looking at the astrology this week. Get ready. We have all kinds of things hitting.
Oh, I'm excited to hear because my life has been wild this week.
Uh-huh.
Not in the greatest way.
Well, that's good. Mine was in maybe not the so greatest. I had
No. I said, yeah, mine was not in the greatest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had a ton of shadow work. Okay. Why is this not showing correctly? Huh. Hang on one second. Nope, that didn't do it. I don't know why this is. No, Well, there's the chat. I don't necessarily want it like that. You know, this happened to me last week
I
when you
wish I
were,
knew how this worked.
yeah, I'm still learning, but it happened last week where all of a sudden everything got lost. And when I reconnected everything, um, I couldn't see the chat, only
Uh-huh.
Victor could see it.
Oh,
God bless Victor. He was here last week and he did great. Um, why am I not able? Why is that? I'll have to ask Don. I can't do that right now. He's out of town. But I'm not understanding it. Is Great Quartz, are you able to check and see if the Facebook is live? Obviously, we're live on my YouTube, but why is it showing a login? Okay, let me see. There's everybody. Can you hear me?
yep.
Okay. Wow. I think I learned a lesson maybe. Harley, Alyssa, Sean, Great Quartz, Heike. Wonderful. What a group. Thank you for coming back. I'm glad. Well, okay. So it's 13:11 or 11:11 in your time.
Yeah.
Great time to get things together. So maybe that's what Spirit was after. Well, talking about, yeah, the week was something, wasn't it? The energy was crazy. Hey, Victor. There he is. Thank you for being here last week. Glad you're here. Hi, Novelty. Harley. And Great Quartz. Oh, I can't wait to hear your story, Great Quartz. I tell you what, though, let's start off with this new week's astrology coming up and see what you think about this. And then we'll talk about what's even coming up after that. All right. This week in astrology, the movement of the planets is going to have a huge effect on the collective. So think a little more collectively, think broader, not just your life, not just extended family, but get really broad. Look at the big picture. Whatever's happening in the energy with you, think about how it affects even globally, nationally, statewide. You have to go out, okay? Because there's going to be some big effects. Let's go ahead and dive in. Monday, tomorrow, the moon is in Gemini, which is always about sharing information. Gemini is the chatty one. Check in with yourself and your decisions that need to be made and the consequences of those. This week, take a look and focus on the media. It's a good idea to make sure that the information you're getting is not just emotionally based, but factually based as well. Really, really important this week. Okay. On Tuesday, there is a void from 5:58 a.m. to 8:49 a.m. Now, this is Mountain Standard Time, and voids are absolutely the time to rest. So take a deep breath if you're already up and moving around. And here we go. And don't start anything during that time frame. Starting something during a void means it's going to fall apart as soon as the void is over. So just rest, go back to bed, take a nap. You can finish up things that are already started. That's okay. 8:49 a.m. It's over. Then the moon will move into her home domicile of Cancer. So this brings us into the domestic area, nurturing. Do you feel safe and secure in your home? What can you do to improve that? Check in with your people and nurture the relationships. What big issues will we hear about that involve our home globally? So think big picture. That would mean policies that involve the family, policies about Earth, global warming, preservation. We're going to see that Mercury next comes into a trine with Uranus. Well, Uranus is always about surprises. So, what surprises are we going to have that might involve communication and technology? You might think the news there, both personally and globally. Now, this is a trine. A trine is kind of like a pocket of opportunity. It's not something that will happen to you. You have to engage in it, you have to go towards it. So, go through the door. What kind of sudden insight will you have? New ideas, some sort of breakthrough. Sometimes we have to break down in order to break through. This communication will be through technology communication. Maybe there are people you're hearing give a message that you're aligning with. You're aligning with their vision. There may be insight around medicine technology. Communication is the theme here. So we may hear from global or governmental groups. Am I seeing? Okay, you guys. Sometimes when I see big paragraphs from people, it can mean there's a scammer on. All right, so back to this. May hear from global or governmental groups about some sort of medical technology. Expect the unexpected here. Just after that trine, we're going to have the last quarter moon at 2 degrees of Cancer. Now, this began back in July 29th of 2022. That's when the new moon was in Cancer and you planted seeds. What sort of intentions did you have? Go back through your calendars, through your journals, through Facebook, whatever you use, and check back and try to remember what sort of intentions, what did you want to grow? On March 29th of this last year, you were in action tearing down old things. Hang on one second here. And building something new for your future. Then, no, March 29th of that was March 20th, 2023. Okay, that's when the first quarter was, and you were tearing things down and building. It was the action time for this plan. Then on December 7th of 2023, on the full moon, you celebrated what was working, changed what wasn't, and pivoted. So now we are at the completion time. It's time to start separating from that or changing your relationship to it. Now, again, thinking more globally, we are in a house of Cancer, which is about security in the family. So, what are we hearing about that involves our security globally or nationally? Keep an ear out. We may hear more about different countries and rules on citizenship. On Wednesday, Mercury is in opposition to Neptune. Remembering Neptune is about confusion, illusion, delusion, the fog around everything. So, what's going on? With Mercury, that would mean possibly getting false information again. It goes back to the weekly theme of making sure things are factual and not emotional. Very important today on Wednesday to be careful with your words. Make sure if they're not factual that you tell people you haven't checked this out yet to let people know you're not positive. Mercury is in a trine next to Pluto. Good grief, Mercury. Doing all kinds of stuff. A lot of stuff to unpack this week. Unlike the Neptune trine, there is no confusion with Pluto and Mercury. Remember, this is an energy you have to go towards because it's a trine. It won't come to you. So go towards that energy. Open the door and walk in. Mercury and Pluto are fact checking big time. They're digging for all the information. They want to get to the root of it. Or is this on a global scale where you need to fact check in a big way? So check things out. Don't just take things on surface level. Now, this will be seen on every stage, whether it's in your personal life, your family life, your community, the state, nation. You get my drift. This is going to be big. On Thursday, Mercury enters into the vibration of Libra. When Mercury moves into air, it can get very big. Words, communication, facts, they all get large. All this information that we need to be impeccable about, impeccable with our word, that we need about Mercury and about Libra. Libra is very diplomatic. So it shifts the focus a little to being questionable information. So let's look at both sides of things. Conversations naturally become more harmonious. Peace, fairness, open-mindedness, legal aspects are things to take a look at. Now later, the moon shifts into Leo. Now, we're feeling big and bold because Leo is all about being big and bold. I lost my place here. Now, it's creative and passionate, expressive, and very much enjoying the spotlight. Express how we feel about things. It may help you lead if you're in a position of leadership, but it also may make you courageous enough to express your ideas or express how you feel. Now, Friday, there are no particular aspects that day. So just kind of float on Thursday's stuff and kind of process it. On Saturday, the moon goes into a void, a large one, 9:35 p.m. on the end of Saturday. So I want you to remember Friday, we're floating on Thursday's energy, and the same goes for Saturday until late Saturday, 9:35 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Big void until Sunday morning. The sun on Sunday goes conjunct with the south node, which then is opposite the north node. Okay. The sun being conjunct, meaning together, sheds light on things. Okay. The sun lightens things up. Well, we're talking about the south node. So it could be karmic patterns, karmic behaviors, or karmic lessons, which allow these things to be released. So that means we're done with them. So let go of them. Let go of the karmic patterns. Let go of the karmic lessons, all that shadow work you did. Hold on to your hearts. Remember, this is still opposition, okay, between north and south node. When there's an opposition, there's a tension because they're pulling at one another. So the goal when that happens is to try to find that sweet spot in the middle so that you can kind of find where there can be compromise, lessens the tension. So go towards the north node and see what can be worked out there and find the sweet spot. We don't need to know the reasons behind things. We just want to stay in the here and now and integrate everything together. Find a solution to the tension. Forgive your past so you can integrate it and keep it as part of your character. That will allow you more freedom. As you move forward on next Monday, globally, we may see significant issues next week. Some country's karma, perhaps. Could be our country, it could be somebody else's. Globally, some inner face collective unresolved issues, decisions, maybe some alliances that aren't truly aligned anymore, and things may change. But that'll be next week's report. So, I don't know how this all applies in your lives, but I would love to know. So, let's see. Are there any questions about any of that? Let me go back. Scroll. Katie, welcome in. Harley Victor. Great. Oh, big conversations going on, huh? That's wonderful. Alyssa was here, yes. Okay, okay, I see where I got Heike and Novelty. Wonderful. Well, if you have questions, let me know. Thank you, Victor. All right. So, are we ready? Are you ready, Stephanie?
I am ready.
Okay, so this week, let's go with who we're drawn to. Whose energy do you feel drawn to this week? Why don't you choose somebody here?
Well, let's see. Who do we have in here who wants readings? Actually, if you guys want a reading, can you drop your name in the chat? Or could you just let us know like what you would like a message on, and then we'll start to pick?
Yeah. let us know.
Let's see. Yeah, because we don't have anybody yet asking for a reading.
Okay.
Is perfect. Sean, Victor, Great Courts.
Great Courts, you're okay. So I need to do some reading here. I'll read while you, if somebody wants a reading, you can.
I feel drawn to Sean. I'm going to pull on Sean. Do you have anything specific, Sean, that you would like me to read on? Or do you just want to do general?
Try and find the beginning of Great Courts. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like you could really help Great Courts because they had mentioned that they're going through grief. And I'm like, oh, Bonnie has a whole book of knowledge on that.
That's my specialty. Okay, I'll read while you do, Sean.
Just read. Oh, nice. Just read. Okay, what to expect for October?
I'm sorry, Great Courts.
I hope I'm pronouncing it right then. So it's Jussery. Does that sound right?
Who?
Sean, but his name is pronounced actually Jussery, I want to say. So the reading, what I'm getting for you so far is that you've done a lot of work spiritually over the last it feels like over the last month you've done so much work spiritually where you have been becoming more of your authentic self. So you've been shedding away the layers that no longer resonate with you, and because you did so much spiritual work, the universe is now like rewarding you. They're saying, okay, now like your initiation is done essentially, so go ahead and embark on this new path. It looks like you closed out some like ancestral, it could be like some generational curses, any kind of like ancestral trauma, just stuff that was lingering that like quite a few people in your family go through. But you were the one who was able to break out of that and you were able to like rise above it. So now because of that, your guidance for October is to really indulge in your passion. So whatever it is that you're passionate about, go on and pursue that. Don't let the past creep back up on you. There's a heavy emphasis on you detoxing everything that you've already left in the past. Yeah, and I feel like there's a confusion. It's as if you've walked away from some people. This could be friends, family. I'm not picking up a specific energy as to who, but there's people that you've walked away from, and there will be this feeling or this questioning of you kind of toying like, do I let them back into my life? And they're saying for you to make that call. So if you know that they are just the same person that they were when you walked away from them, you're onto something new. So just use that insight. Let me see. Any last things? Career. They want you to really focus on career for October. Recently got yes. So if that person if that person does come back, your guides want you to make a judgment call whether you're going to allow them back into your life or not. But because there's a heavy emphasis on detox, it really feels like it's a no. Like it feels like you shouldn't go back to the past, but the choice is ultimately yours. Life is cyclical though, so sometimes when we go back, we just kind of repeat the same cycle. Okay.
Are you finished?
Oh, yes, I am.
Okay. This is going to be weird for a minute, okay? Sean, I'll come back to you. Or how did you pronounce the name?
Gissery?
Gissery?
It looks like that. He put the spelling in the.
Oh, did he? Okay, I didn't see that. Gissery. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like Gissery.
Gissery. Okay. I'll come back to that because I just finished reading Great Quartz. Great Quartz. Oh, it says she's going off. Okay. Well, I will send you blessings. And if you need to talk about all this or you have questions on grief, feel free to contact me through email. And I will try to postpone this. And we'll go forward with Sean. Oh, you're still here. Okay. Do you need to go or did you want me to read? What I wanted to say was just that I'm glad you had the experience the way you did, the way you saw it, because that's how it occurs. Once a spirit is at peace with things, they can let go. And that's why I do call it transition. Hi, Pam. Because it's a change. Death seems so final. So I like the word transition better because it's not final. The body is final. The body has to go. We are spirits in a human existence, a human experience. And the body is a limited thing. Everything will be okay. That's when she passed. Right. I got that. And that's what happens. I think I've said that before many times, that you have to help the person get to peace. And I have seen so many times people hang on. So I'm glad you had that experience. I wanted to say about your grandfather that he's beside you. He is involved in guarding you and helping you. Wanted to clear. Okay. I'm going to pull a couple cards here for Great Quartz. Great Quartz, tell me again your sign. In fact, you've told me your real name and I can't even remember. I apologize for that because you've been in so many of our groups. Angels, I'm talking to Great Quartz. Sun signs, Pisces. There we go. That's right. Pisces. Should have known water sign. You're an empath. You are an empath, big time. You have to guard yourself. And I think that's why your grandfather's there, is to help guard you. If you feel that so many times empaths, I mean, you're feeling everything, all the energy, and that can get very overwhelming. You can feel overstimulated. If that's the case, I want you to guard yourself. I want you to find, hang on, let me find one. This is obsidian. You can use this. You can use black tourmaline. I don't have one right here. You can use selenite. Any one of those. Keep it on your person. Obsidian draws away the negative energy. Same thing for selenite. It clears. Keep it on you and it will help keep things, well, it'll just try to help keep it away from you. Angels, any messages for gray quartz, please? Thank you, angels and spirit guides, for your guidance. Gray quartz. Oh, man, the grief. Wow. You have angels around you helping. I thought I lost a card here. Guess not. Gray quartz. Okay. All right. You need, of course, whenever there's a transition that alters everything that's going on with you, okay? One less person. So your reality has changed. And what they're saying is take some time to get yourself back in balance. There is something, yeah, I think this is representing the transition. She was a matriarch. What they're saying here is open yourself up to risk. Open yourself up to new beginnings. Your guides have been holding you back for some reason. There's something that you are not seeing from an objective viewpoint, and they want you to get a different perspective on it. And of course, like I was saying, they want you most of all to take time to get things back in balance. Since things have changed, your world changed, you have to get rebalanced, so to speak, get grounded, put your feet in the dirt if you can, and take a deep breath. This is all part of life. It's part of the circle. And I hope this all helps. Yeah, right. Transition is, I like that. That's how I refer to it. It's just about changing. The spirit goes on. It just, goes on. They will stay around for a while. They will try to communicate back that they're okay. Usually it's through electrical things like flickering lights, turning stereos on or turning them off. TVs go on and off. And I've told the story many, many times. When my son passed, every night he would come flicker the lights in my hallway that were electrically fine. There was nothing wrong with them, but he would, it was just, he was telling me he's okay. And he does that on occasion. And that's Charlie saying everything's all right and everything will be good in her world if I give her another treat. Okay. So God's blessing on you. I hope that helps. Okay. Yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Okay. All right. So who else did you feel drawn to? Oh, I have to read Sean, don't I?
Yes, I pulled some for High Key. So High Key, if you're still on, I have a message for you. Could you just pop in the chat?
Did Sean want me to read him? Or I forgot how you said his name again now.
Gissery. I think that I'm pronouncing it right. I don't know.
I'll look back. If you want me to read you, go ahead and say so. Otherwise, I'll just move on.
Perfect. There's High Key. So I have a message for High Key. So what I'm seeing is that you recently closed, either you closed this door or a door was closed on you recently to essentially the old chapter of your life. And I see you just kind of, even though the door's closed, you're like looking through the peephole, like just laser focused on the past and like what it is that you are no longer a part of. Because it's like you're kind of looking, it almost feels like it could be a relationship that ended because there's this like longing, there's this attachment that you have towards the past where you're just like, I put in all that work and this was the outcome. So it's kind of like you're harboring over it. And the guidance that your angels are giving to you is to clear your mind, to basically take your focus off of the past, start connecting with your source. So, like with God, with the universe, just connect with your higher power because that's going to help to give you strength and just some guidance during this time. Because right now, what I'm seeing is you are in the in between. So you're in the place of, I am no longer in the old door, but I am no longer in the new reality. So you're in this place where you're just going through, like exploring all the grievances that you've had and just like mourning your losses and doing, it feels like a lot of shadow work, just really like analyzing what you went through and seeing like what lessons are there for me that I could integrate into my, next chapter. But what's going to happen is when you come out of this phase, this in between phase that you're in right now, you're going to have a lot more peace and beauty and just like freedom in your life. You have dreams and things that you want to accomplish, and your guides are saying don't give up on those because that's a journey that you're going to embark on where you're going to start like doing some more like passion pursuing is what it feels like. And again, there's that emphasis that they're giving me. They keep kind of repeating it with the cards where they're saying don't look at the past, let it go. So they're saying again, like focus on your dreams, focus on the future, don't focus on the past. Let me know if that resonates with you, High Key. Oh, Bonnie, you are on mute.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Victor, I'll pull some for you when Bonnie's done. Thank you, High Key.
Okay. Giseri. What I'm seeing here, and I only pulled 3 cards, is there some sort of celebration. And I'm not sure if you participated. It's possible that you're feeling a little bit left out. And I don't know if it's because you chose that or if it was chosen for you by the other people. But I also see where you're not feeling really strong. Um, I can't really get a sense. I still am trying to get rid of some grief feelings from Great Quartz. Um, so I'm hoping none of that is overlapping into this. Let me see if I can get one more card for Jazeri. Jazeri. Thank you. You've got your guard up, kind of defensive. So it's very possible that you were left out, so it's made you defensive. Anything else for Jazeri? For your guidance. Oops, there we go. Well, Jazeri, I don't know if you're in a relationship or not. Are you even still here? That's the key.
He mentioned that he went through a breakup.
Okay. Well, that makes a whole lot of sense then. Because I've got the Lovers, and the Lovers card in this deck has something in between it. So I'm never quite sure whether that's a soulmate or if it's a broken. I tend to go that it's something broken. But it feels like it's been a while. It's not something fresh, but still recovering from. So that's, that's where I think you're feeling left out. That's separated from you. And yeah, and it's caused you to feel a little weak, defensive. You've got your guard up. I'm not sure what else I can tell you. I don't see anything else currently. I don't know what you got that I could pin in on. Yeah, I'm not getting anything else there. But before you go into somebody else, who did you just read before you? Heike, that's who you were reading. Let me finish Heike, and then we can get on the same page. You understand? Is that okay with you?
Yeah, totally. Okay. Yeah, I'm reading the chats right now, seeing
Okay, yeah, I was trying to catch up. Sean's single. Okay, got it. Well, I'm not sure I was much help for you. Hey, Veronica. Hi, welcome in. You want a reading on your career? Okay, we'll get you in. I know you were here last time, but we were having technical issues. And so since you didn't get read last time, we'll make sure you get read this time. Okay, Heike. Thank you, angels and spirit guides, for your guidance. Heike, has there been some huge change in your life? If not, there's about to be. Oh no, that's too many cards. You're doing some soul searching. Maybe some shadow work, and that's what is causing this change. Ooh, new love. Heike, are you single? Are you even still here? You may have left. Do you know if she's single?
I don't. But I do remember the reading that I gave. I was picking up on the energy. It almost felt like she was coming out of a breakup.
Okay. Well, then that would have been the big change, wouldn't it? Caused her to do some soul searching and shadow work. Well, guess what? You've got new love coming. Yeah, because there's a celebration. Okay, they're saying be patient. It will get there. I don't know how long ago you said fresh breakup.
I didn't ask to clarify. I just kind of gave the message, but that was like a side energy that I was picking up.
Okay, wow. Well, this new love is going to be really important. I see a lot of happiness with it. Last card for Heike here. Oops, that's too many. Last card for Heike. Okay, I just heard rise above. Something's going on. You need to rise above it. Okay. This next love is coming. You're supposed to be patient. There's going to be a lot of celebrating. They're saying that there's some sort of transformation you're going through first. I hope that helps. I hope it was similar to what you said.
Yeah, no, exactly. It was that she was like coming out of she had like a closing door, like she was coming out of a challenging time and just kind of looking back on the past, but now in a shadow work period. But what's to come is like peace, beauty, like a lot of freedom.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
All
We
right.
literally read the same energy.
We're on the same page, same
Yeah.
energy. Okay. And then you read, who did you read after that? After Heike? No?
I think that was the last reading that I did.
Okay. So
and
now
then
we're on the
and
same page.
Yes, and I have one for Victor right now because Victor asked for about his move.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And then we'll do Veronica.
Perfect. So Victor, for the move, yes, a new start is coming. So the move that you've been manifesting, it is en route, it's on its way. What's happening right now is you also, like a lot of people right now, are in that in-between phase where you are attached to your past, but then you're trying to attach yourself to the future. So it's that kind of like, what do I keep? What do I let go of? That's what you're going through. I do have a question for you though. Did you recently discover your purpose, or is there something in life career wise that you're like, I want to go down a new route and I want to start doing this with my life? Because I'm seeing that your purpose is getting revealed to you. Have you already came into that?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. Are you finished now?
No, I'm just trying to get clarification from Victor.
Okay. Katie, we don't have a list. We're just pulling whoever we're drawn to.
Let's see. Victor, I've been feeling I need to get back. I'm having this feeling I need to get back. I have stuff to do there. Could you expand on that, Victor? What I'm curious to know is if in career, if there's a new direction that you're needing to move into, or you're just desiring a change. Because it's like there's this new path that you're coming into, and I'm just curious how far into this are you, so I could see pretty much like where to read at. But I mean, to make it quick, I will tell you with the move, it is coming, but there is some work that needs to be done where it's letting go of the things that don't serve you from your past. You know that these can't come with you into this next vibration because you definitely are ascending to a higher vibration with all the cards that I have. And there's this strong emphasis of you leaning into your purpose, you focusing really like putting a lot of attention into your career because you have to be in energetic alignment with this move. So it's going to require you to invest more into your career.
Okay. You have to let me know when you're done.
Yeah, I'm done with the reading. If he
Okay.
if he pops in the chat, I can answer some questions.
Okay. Mine's similar. So we got the same energy here. But what I'm seeing is there's a huge burden. I feel weighed down. You've got to let go of some stuff. I think I've preached this before, that we're letting go of a whole bunch of stuff right now. And you have to do that. You have to declutter. You have to get rid of old stuff if you want to bring anything new in. So that's the process you're going through right now. And I know there's this move, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But first, you've got to go through a whole bunch of spiritual work and kind of retoiling the soil, so to speak. Boy, there's so much spiritual stuff here. The one thing through all of it is try not to get focused on the negative. Try not to look at what you're losing. Look at what you're going to gain. I hope that helps. I hope it goes with what you said.
Yeah. I think mostly fam. It's time to get into my spiritual.
Yeah. It's spiritual stuff.
Yeah. Bonnie, who do you feel called to in the chat?
Well, Veronica, for one, I want to take care of her. Because she was trying to get read last week, but we weren't seeing the messages, and she contacted me. I remember she said about career. Veronica, if you're here, let me know. I don't see any recent posts, but I know in this chat things can love your damn selves. That's right. I need to bring that in. I don't want to mess with stuff right now. Veronica, are you here, honey? There you are. Okay. All right, Veronica Lomeli. Angels. Okay, I'm gonna change deck. They just told me to change decks, so I've got to reshuffle here. Just a minute, Veronica. Veronica Lomley, about your career.
Thank you, Victor.
You're a huge burden right now. And you're really kind of toiling the soil, so to speak. You're trying to plant some seeds and at the same time water the ones you've already planted. The career is going to work just fine. For that, you've got the Two of Cups. That's a union. So, first of all, the 10 of Wands, that's a huge burden you're feeling. Then you have this, which is the Seven of Pentacles. That's about changing things up, planting new seeds. Like I said, the Two of Cups, that's the blending, the union of you and your job. And I may know you too well to go a whole lot further, because Eight of Pentacles in reverse is saying that you weren't working hard enough, but now you are. Last card for Veronica. Last cards. Whoa. I think I've done this before for you. Think there's going to be a big change. And I think the last reading I did for you financially, I think we talked about this change. But you've got the Tower card here, which is a big change in your life. You're going to have options. You've got the Seven of Cups here. And if you're going to get to stable ground, you've got the Four of Wands. You're going to get there. Don't worry about, don't lose faith. It will happen as things get a little further on, but things are going to work. It's just a journey you're going to have to go through. I'm going to go ahead and let Stephanie take over. Hopefully, hers might be a little more objective. I think I may know you too well.
Yeah, I've never read for Veronica, so yeah, this will be nice. So, Veronica, what I'm getting is that most all of your energy is in your head right now. And I'm not sure if you went through a heartbreak, but the one tarot that I pulled is the Three of Swords that came out. But right now you're just, very consumed in your head and ungrounded from everything that went on. So what your guides are encouraging you to do is to break through the limits that you placed on yourself. So you're basically in this mental prison right now, but it's something that's self-inflicted, like where you created it. So you're just kind of reliving things from the past, but they're saying, no, break out of that. Because they want to move you from this feeling of a lot of grief and like, oh, life is just not great. Like life is really sad. They want you to break out of that and actually see the beauty, because although you probably don't feel like it with the energy that I'm getting, you are on the right path. Like this is the path. The heartbreak was my husband's heart attack. Oh, Yes, okay, that makes so much sense because there's this it's just this feeling of you keeping yourself trapped in the past and you're like, I can't leave that, I can't leave that. And now the lens that you see life out of is just kind of grief. So it's like you're looking out of the lens of grief. So you're not seeing like the joy or the synchronicity in life. But your guides are giving you like synchronicity. They're letting you know, like, you, despite what happened, you're still on the right path, and they're encouraging you, get out of your head, like, stop thinking so much about everything. We want you to look for the joy in life, because although this was very heartbreaking, it doesn't mean that the entirety of life is. There's still great things. So they want you to lighten up. If you have dreams, if you have manifestations, things that you're really hoping that are going to transpire, focus your energy into that, because there is going to be a new door opening for you. But in order for you to walk through the new door, you need courage. So right now, it's, you're being asked to build yourself back up, get in that like happy place. So when the door opens, you're going to say, you know what? I believe that like optimistic things can happen for me. So that's why they're wanting you to focus on joy right now. I just put my web page. Oh, wow. Perfect. That's amazing. So work on that, because that's what's going to bring you joy. You have to look at like the opportunities of like what can still continue to come out of life. Yeah, so you're doing it. And I was trying to get more details and they were just not giving me, they're just reiterating the same message, because they're like, no, don't tell her more. She's already in her head enough. She doesn't need more information. She needs to know to focus on the joy and to get out of her head. I hope that helps, Veronica. Oh, you are so welcome.
Okay, Veronica. I hope Frank's doing okay. We'll talk later. All right, I think we're caught up. So who's next that you would like to read?
Let's see. Would you guys mind dropping your names in the chat again, so that way we could see?
There's so much chat that sometimes if you've wanted a reading, it gets lost. It's kind of like spinning the wheel of fortune. It's trying to go back. Harley, how about Harley? She wants. Harley wants a reading.
I don't think we read for Harley, did we?
No. You're welcome, Veronica. My love to Frank. All right, Harley. Angels were talking to Harley. Let's see what do you have for Harley's greatest and highest good? Thank you, angels. Major changes coming, Harley. You're going to go into a period of doing shadow work. That's too many cards. I'll take that. I'm getting the sense that you're single, but I'm not sure. Are you? Your spirit guides. Harley, it says, me please. We're doing you. Are you single? I mean, I really get the sense that you're single. There's There's some communication coming. And I want you to watch for it because I think it's from your spirit guides. I think they're trying to get a hold of you. Something about Harley. Okay. I'm not understanding, I guess. Okay. You're going to do some shadow work, honey. And then you're going to get a lot of clarity. And I think your guides are trying to send you messages. But I have, right after that, a very stable relationship. Thank you, angels. Okay, let's see. Yeah, more shadow work here. You love someone, huh? Okay. Well, then that's that stable relationship. But you're feeling awfully guarded. That can cause some problems there. You might want to ask yourself why, if you're not being vulnerable enough. Are you losing sleep over something? You're going to have a lot of divine guidance around you, a lot of spirit guides. I almost feel like it's going to be hard for you to make a mistake, but you've got to get through the shadow work. You do have a very stable relationship, honey, but you need to open up a little more, maybe. All right, go ahead, Stephanie.
I actually didn't feel any energy from Harley. I shuffled a couple times, like some of my decks, but the energy just felt off. So yeah.
That's fine. And that happens. I've had
Yeah.
times like that. So you can't force it.
Yeah.
Stuck with things around you. The audience is on delay. Well, I know there's always delays in this. And the larger the audience, the longer the delay. So I understand that. You're feeling stuck with things around you. Okay, when we're feeling stuck, there's a reason. You're not sure how he feels. I think it's all going to work out. I really do. I think one thing is going to be that they were trying to say is lower your guard a little bit, open up, be a little more vulnerable. I can't go in his I can't go into his energy, so I really can't tell you how he feels. But I don't normally get the Four of Wands if it's not going to work out. So I think the feelings are good. I think the one thing you'll find is if you're more vulnerable to him, then he may open up and tell you as well. I think there's defenses on both of you. Okay. All right, Stephanie. who would you like to choose next?
Ladybug.
Ladybug.
Yes.
Ladybug.
I
Are
have
you
her cards out right here. Give me just one moment to connect with them.
okay? Ladybug. General reading.
Okay, so Ladybug, your message, you as well. This has to be a collective theme, closing doors, entering into a new chapter. Ladybug, you are part of that collective as well. So I see that you have a door that's, it feels like it's still closing. It's like the door is still closing and you're still kind of releasing some of the ties that you had to it. Your guides are encouraging you to ground yourself because when we leave something and we step into the unknown, we don't know what's going to happen. So we spend a lot of time in here. And that's what it feels like you're doing. So they're saying, nope, get back into your body and ground yourself because right now we need you to focus on your healing. So there is some shadow work that you need to do, but this doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like it's going to be an extended period of time. It really just feels like that transition. So now that you've closed that chapter and you're here in this moment, you're wanting to look back and see what mistakes did I make in the past so I know how to correct them so that way in the future I'm not going through like similar cycles again. There is some work on your throat chakra that needs to be done. So if you do suppress your voice, maybe you have a lot to say, but you keep it within. Right now, during this period, they want you to work on self-expression. So you could even do like some singing, just singing, talking more, opening up with your feelings to other people. Yeah, really strong emphasis on throat chakra. You will be spending some time alone as you do this work. So if you feel a bit more like lonely or isolated, it's really what's needed right now for this lesson. And they're encouraging you to look at yourself in a very high light because they want you to bring forth more confidence right now. So when you look back to the things that you've like overcame, you're going to have like this I am a victor, not a victim. So they don't want you to be in this energy right here where you, I don't know if you could see the woman who's just like crying because she's like, no, like look at everything that I went through, all this like grief, like, you know, she's in a burning tree. They don't want you in this energy. They want you in the Leo energy, like that just fierce, bold, confident. Because now that you've closed that chapter, you are gaining a new perspective on life. So you're just seeing things a lot differently. So if you are like analyzing things and you're like, oh my God, I didn't see that before. Am I in my head? When it comes to perspective, absolutely not. That is a message that I have for you.
Ladybug, tell me what your sun sign is so I don't pull the wrong card here. What is your sun sign, honey? I think I've got all the cards I'm going to get here. This seems to be a theme here. Big changes, big changes.
She's an Aries.
April 19th, that's my sister's birthday. Yeah, that's Aries. Still on the cusp of Taurus, but it is Aries. Okay, that helps. You have unconditional love for somebody. I mean, total unconditional love. I want to caution you. Kind of like the opposite of Harley, where I was saying lower the guard here. You need to put up some boundaries. I'm not sure you have healthy boundaries at the moment. So you need to kind of say, hey, this is my limit. Along the lines that Stephanie was saying, voice your feelings about this. What they're saying is you're going to have to use a lot of patience. There are some new there's some sort of creativity that you're going to get into. I was trying to get more, but I can't. But you're going to go down a different road, let's say. I do have a 10 of cups. That's the happily ever after card here. So I'm thinking that things are going to look really good for you coming up. And I hope that kind of went in with what Stephanie was saying. Oh, that's Harley. That's not Ladybug. Okay.
Yeah, Harley, I just kind of felt like I wasn't going to get much depth to the reading. Like I could have got like a super high level overview, but I'm like, I don't think that's helpful enough. So that's why I just didn't do the reading. There wasn't much energy that I felt.
People are holding you like a bird in a cage. Okay, hang on. Wow. You're looking into the options of doing something creative, though I'm not sure what yet. Okay. All right. Back at Harley, you're allowing them to do that. You take your control back. You got to get your power back. I'm concerned about that. You're welcome. Magnata. There's no list. We're pulling who we're drawn to.
I pulled for Princess Egypt. Will my ex return? And for that, I feel like they will return, but I don't necessarily feel as if that's the best decision for you to take them back with the cards that I have, because it looks like this is a lesson for you, because I see that somebody has walked away from you, but then there's this offer that's going to be coming in. But then I have the Six of Pentacles reversed. So what this tells me is that there's someone who's not offering you much. So it's like, it feels like if you were to accept this person back, they would be kind of offering you or doing the bare minimum, and it really wouldn't satisfy you. But the guidance from your guides are saying, let her make the choice. She can choose if she is going to essentially repeat this, or if she's going to say, no, I want to do something new. So it's totally your call. Definitely a lesson.
Okay, that was Princess Egypt, you said?
Yeah.
Princess Egypt. I used my pendulum, and it did kind of agree. It said that, yes, your ex will return, but it wasn't a huge yes. So, hi, Kimmy. I think I would lean into what Stephanie said. Might not be the best one.
Do you want to ask anything about yourself, Princess Egypt? Something about, maybe you and not them?
Yeah, it's always better to, and I always in my head try to turn those questions around,
Yeah.
um, because it's better that way. You get more information that way.
Yeah.
I mean, a yes no question, well, that's easy for us to do, but if you want more information, it's better to.
I just like to shift the energy back onto, like shift it back onto yourself, because that's really when you get the most.
Yeah, I mean, I just pulled 2 cards here, and it's happiness, it's joy, it's everything good so far. So, yeah, I'm not getting much different.
And I asked one more time, I said, any last guidance for Princess Egypt? And I get the same card. The discernment is yours. Doorkeeper, discernment is key. It's time to decide who gets access to you. So they'll return, but when it's this card, it's usually, and your spread especially, it's usually lessons. So yeah, just analyze.
Huh? Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm finished.
Okay, my concern here is what you said. You said, I hope I'll be happy one day. Well, happiness is something that we choose. Saying it that you'll be happy one day, kind of, you're putting it off on some, like if I have a new car, I'll be happy. If I have a new house, I'll be happy. You have put some sort of qualification on happiness. That's not how that works. You can be very happy and say things would be different if somebody else came back into your life, but you can choose. It was a painful lesson. Well, then stop and say, what kind of lesson and what can you learn from it? How could you change it? In fact, this whole past week, I've done nothing but shadow work, and today was having a conversation earlier and looking back over lessons in my life, and I've had a lot of them, and being able to find the pattern there and go, well, I'd like to change that. I don't want any more painful lessons with something. You've got to change something in you if you don't want to have the lesson again. If we don't learn the lesson, Spirit will constantly give it to us again in another form. So learn it as quick as you can, so you don't repeat it.
Yeah. And unless he was like, I don't know how old you guys are. I mean, unless he's a minor, I mean, to say like his mother broke us up, if he's a grown man, then I mean, I wouldn't really blame the mother, because it's him choosing her over you. So it's kind of, see it from a different.
What country do you live in? It may be a cultural thing.
Oh, okay.
Tell me where you're living.
Aww.
You're in your 40s. Okay. So you're not in your early years. You're kind of heading into middle age a little. But what country do you live in? He's in England. You're in the States. Oh my God.
We have a baby. God, yeah, that's hard.
That is hard. Um,
We were
and
engaged.
you
Yeah,
were
that's
engaged.
painful.
Okay, there are cultural things there.
Uh,
And if mommy was able to break somebody up and they're in their 40s, I don't know that I would want them. I mean,
yeah.
in your 40s, you ought to be your own person by then. That's my 2 cents for that.
Yeah, especially having a child. Like, I don't see how his yeah, I would, based on the spread that I got, I would just really maybe see it from a different perspective instead of like as if he's the victim and like it's the mom who's the bad guy. I would maybe see like, how could he have done this differently though, like as a grown adult? You know, give him some accountability too.
Bonnie, very true. We need to work on our shadows. Yeah, you know, and maybe in your 40s, you can look back a little bit and say, what kind of patterns am I repeating? And if you are repeating patterns, you need to step back and go, what lesson am I not seeing? And if you can do that in your 40s, in your 20s, you will be so much better off down the road. Believe me. I saw when I was looking back, and I'm staring 70 in the face, okay? But to look back and go, oh yeah, there, and there, 4 times. It's like, oh God, that's just ridiculous. 4 opportunities to get it right.
Wow.
Okay. So, God, learn your lessons young if you can. And they had a baby together, huh? Wow. That complicates it.
Yeah. And ultimately, Princess Egypt, it's the guidance is use your discernment. So like some of that was my advice, but you trust yourself and use your discernment when he comes back. So if you feel like this is the right thing for me, you follow that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pulling some on Tam for guidance and career.
Okay. Let me see if anybody's. I know I saw somebody that wanted love reading.
All right, Tam, I see that it is a journey getting you. Let's see. It's a journey getting you to where it is that you want to go, but there is so much abundance in this new career. Did you already change careers, or are you just right now realizing, hey, this is another path that I want to embark on, and you're going to start that walk?
Are you doing I didn't mean to click on that. Are you doing Tam or Kim?
Tam.
Okay. Sorry. I'll get the right one up there. Okay.
Didn't change any career. Okay. So if there's a new path that you're wanting to embark on, because that's what it feels like this is something that's new and this is something that's destined, but it's going to be a journey to get you to where you want to go. But whatever desire like that you have on your heart, just know that that's going to happen. You're going to get the career that you want. the guidance for right now is your guides are saying that they want you to reflect back on everything that you've learned and integrate that. So take that knowledge and embody it. So now the way that you navigate life is going to be a bit more different than before. And there is going to be some clarity that's coming to you. So right now there's an emphasis on spending time alone. So because when you're alone, you could really integrate and reflect back on everything you've learned. When it is time for you to make a decision, and this can be on career if you're wanting to do a complete change, you're going to have a more clear perspective. So you'll have a better view on, okay, this is a move that I want to make and this is where it's going to take me. I want to pull some more for you though. Just a moment. Yeah, I feel like you know what this is, what this career is that you're wanting, because it's showing like that you're manifesting it. This is something that you've been asking for. Yeah, it's something that you've been asking for, and it's something that's on your heart. That's for the now. Yeah, so you as well are part of the collective that we've been reading this morning who's going through that transition in life. So you have, right now, it's like these are the steps walking up to the new, but there's just so many like gaps in between. So it's like each time you take that leap, you're thinking, yes, I want to leave this behind and move forward. Another thing, okay, gonna take this or leave this behind, move forward. And you're just going to navigate life a lot differently. So right now, if you're doing a lot of reflection, that's exactly what you need to do. So just know that you're in alignment. And these cards are really beautiful. So feel optimistic about this career change.
Okay, I want to say something back to Pam. You asked about a letter to the courts. I got a no on that. I went all the way back and I saw your question. I hope, I don't even know if you're still here, but I hope it helps. Okay, now, are you totally finished with Tam, you said?
Yeah, or she just popped in. She's an artist. Yeah, if you're wanting to make a career, I'm not sure if you're doing it like professionally right now, but if you're wanting to make a career out of that, stay on that path because it's whatever is in your heart, which if you're an artist, that's probably more of a calling. Yeah, so don't give up on that. Be optimistic because it's part of your destiny. This like it feels like a new career path.
I'm going to read Kim B. For her greatest and highest good things. Kim B. For her greatest and highest good things. Your guides, Kim, your guides are sending you messages through your dreams. You may be sabotaging something, or you're just in conflict about something. This can be for her greatest. Okay. Yeah, part of the collective here. Big shifts, but after that I have a twin flame here. Now, having said that, I want to remind people twin flames can be a best friend, they can be a co-worker. That doesn't always mean a love relationship. Sometimes you don't even want it to be a love relationship. Twin flames can push your buttons. They're very difficult.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, Pam. You'll have to wait. I'm reading Kim B now. Anything else for Kim B? Like I was saying, twin flame relationships are very difficult. So everybody seems to think, oh, it's wonderful. It's my other half. No, no, it's not.
No, yeah.
Hello there, dear. Welcome. Good to see
Oh,
you.
hi, Angie.
Kim B, last chance, dear. Kim B. Well, okay. Oh. Once you get through all this, you've got abundance coming. Celebration, promotion, an opportunity, a successful venture. I hope that helps you. It sure looks like things are going to change for you. But pay attention to your dreams, Kim. Okay. Who's next on your list?
Well, I just pulled 2 cards, or I pulled like a couple cards for Pamela on who should she pick, Eric or Catherine, to represent. And I'm really feeling Eric with the cards that I got here. Right here with the seer, this shows me that he's someone who could see things clearly. Like he has a really good direction. And then out of tarot, 70 plus cards, we got justice with him. And with Catherine, it's not that this would be Catherine, someone who's very loving and like someone who wants like a happy outcome. So it's like there's that benefit where if you would pick her, it's like she would really fight for you, but Eric just feels more professional, like he's going to be the one to get it done. I say Eric.
I hope that helps, Pam. All right. So, who do you want to choose next?
Do you want to pick someone?
Sure. Whoops.
I picked Tam last.
Yeah, you had Tam. And I did Kim. Let me scroll back.
And really quickly, I'm just going to pull one for Princess Me because it's a super simple question.
Okay.
Princess Nee, it looks like there's going to be an offer coming in from this person with the initial R. There's going to be an offer coming in, but if it's going to be an actual relationship, I can't clarify that. And I got the 5 of Swords that came out. Anytime that comes out, you know, doing any kind of relationship, love reading, it just kind of pulls me back a bit because it makes me feel like this is, you know, with the cards that I have, like this might not be the best person to get in a relationship with.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll have an offer, Princess Me, but this definitely could be another cycle that you're in. So if you kind of find that you pick that you get with people who are very like similar, like they have similar personalities. You kind of go through similar cycles. It feels as if this person might be another one of those, but that'll be your call to make.
Okay.
You
All
are
right.
welcome, Pam.
You're done?
Yes.
Okay. KT, are you here? You were wanting a reading. KT. KT, are you present? All right. Hello, KT, are you here? I don't want to. Oh,
Yes.
there you are. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So
She's ready for her message.
Continue. They're saying you need to purge. Release some things, let go. And something's going to come into some sort of offer, and they're saying take that risk, take the leap of faith, so to speak. KT, what else for the greatest and highest good night for KT, thank you. Ooh, when you get that purging done, honey, remember I said it makes room for others? You've got a 2 of Cups here. Soulmate. Now I'll hear she's married, and that'll, I don't know what's going on with you, KT, but holy mackerel. Kim Harley, KT. KT. Anything last cards for KT, please? Anything else? Anything else for KT? Thank you. Okay. All right, I got you. You've, like I said, you've got a bunch of stuff you need to let go of. So once you do all that work, that sounds so simple. Purge, clean house, so to speak. Once that happens, you've made room for something. Then you're going to have this opportunity, and they're saying go for that. But they're also saying they don't think that's going to happen right away. They think it's might be even next summer. That means you've got some work to do. Shadow work, purging, can be interpreted as shadow work. It can also mean leaving a relationship if there's something there that isn't working. But purge and let go, make room, clean house, and then things are going to come together for you. But it might not be till next summer. And I hope that helps. Okay, who did you?
I pulled some for KT. So, KT, I see right now that you are in a shadow period where it's like you are just in kind of a funk is what it feels like. And there's this feeling of you wanting out of it. Like, I want out of this. Like, I want my life to be happy again. But your guides are showing that when you're in this period of just kind of like darkness, there's so many treasures that you're going to find, and it's all about you. You're going to really, like, the light within you is really going to illuminate when you're in this phase. So you see it like, I don't like this, I want to get out of it, but your guides are like, no, she is going to literally unlock a new, like, version of her when she's in this phase. And there's all of this, like, chaos going. It's like when there's all this chaos that's going on around you, you are just going to be so still and so confident and, like, very unfazed by it. So this period that you're in right now is doing you so much good because it's really evolving your character, and it's also helping you to declutter your mind. So I'm not sure if you meditate or if you're, like, starting to look into meditation where you're like, hey, I'm kind of interested in doing that, because I just see you really going through and being like, why is this in my mind? I'm going to clear that out. And this, like, next chapter in your life is really going to be about you, just you being able to shine and really not hindering yourself anymore.
That kind of fits, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
A lot of shadow work.
Yeah,
And
that is
it. It's not fun. I've been doing it. But it really is, once you get through it, it's good stuff. What'd you say?
I wanted to pull for Magnets Millions. Are Mo
Okay.
and I a good match?
Uh,
I like the love questions that we're getting.
yeah. Didn't you already read Tam? You did.
I did. I gave
Okay.
him a career reading. So if you feel called to do a love reading.
No, I was just, once they're read, I'm okay. You're welcome, Katie. Are Mo and I a good match? Magnetic Millions. Did you answer the question of Mo and her being a good match?
I'm pulling right now.
Okay. I asked the pendulum and I got a no. Now,
okay,
is that what you got?
Yeah, it's going with what I'm getting so far.
Okay.
I'm just getting some details for her.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say no, because what I'm getting is that this is somebody who needs a lot of work. It's like, this is someone who's not, seems like he is, or Mo, they're not fully built up themselves. So it's like they have a lot of inner work to do. So it's no kind of, like, stable relationship that they could offer you. I'm getting, honestly, player energy from this person, where it kind of feels like as if they might be kind of offering you just, like, little bits and pieces, but they're kind of giving their cup to multiple others. And as if there's a lot of illusion that's going on with the Magician reversed. But this is something that's very nostalgic, so you feel really drawn to it. Yeah, you feel drawn to it, but it looks like the offer, it wouldn't be, it's not a foundation with the Ace of Wands reverse. So no, I get no.
Yeah. Well,
And of course, use your discernment, because it's your life. So if you're like, I feel drawn to him though, give it a chance. But this is what we're getting.
yeah. And if you give it a chance and it doesn't work, there's a lesson there.
Yeah. Because I used to do that. I used to go, get readings, and I'd say, oh, am I going to be with this person? And they'd tell me no. And I'd say, I don't care. I'm going to go through with it. And then in the end, I'm like, damn,
that's
listened. What they meant. Yeah. But I learned a lesson that I didn't know. So, I mean, as long as you learn, it's fine.
Exactly. Well, listen, it's 3 o'clock, almost on the dot here. And it looks like we got everybody read. I want to tell, if just in case there's people in here that didn't get read, um, this evening, I think it's this evening, Angie A5 says should be coming on, and she loves to do love readings too. So you can keep those questions for her. I'm not sure if Sherry Berry will be with her this week or if she's got something else planned, but I want you to scan these QR codes and make sure you have liked the pages. Make sure you go to my Facebook and you've hit like there. That's all we ask in return for this. I want you to know that tomorrow on Monday, naturally divine goddess Shauna will be here for tea time. And although she doesn't take questions on Monday, you'll get an incredible amount of astrology information. So take a look at her and make sure you've liked her page. On Tuesday, who do we have on Tuesday? Do we have anybody on Tuesday?
God, I don't know.
I don't think we do anymore. It used to be Julie and Susan, but then Susan moved to Saturdays. But go ahead and shoot Susan, or you might want to buy her book. She has written a divine book on mediumship, and she is on Saturdays from 10 to 11, I believe. And she's always early, so you got to be there or you'll miss her. Wednesday is, I'll be back on with Julie from Love Riot Warriors. Here's her page. And so come back if you want some love questions. Did Angie talk to me? Is that what you're laughing about?
Yeah, because Angie put, you can ask for love, but you will get career.
You never know if she's still here. She's kind of like watching over. But let me go ahead. Let's see. So here's Julie's QR code. And then this is my Facebook page in case you want to go there. Then let's see here. Wednesday night, you'll get A5 Says Again with Mr. Don Sonoran Mystic Tarot. There he is. And you might want to take a look at his new book, which is, let me see if I've got it here in my collection, but I'm looking to see. I thought I had here. This is, there it is. There's his book, The Ultimate Power Within, Unleashing the Magic of Affirmations. That book will change your life. So you might want to get it. It's quite it's only like $20, I think, on Amazon.
Yeah.
I mean, wow, is that worth it? Okay, so Wednesday night, you've got A5 Says and Sonoran Mystic Tarot. On Thursday, we have Naturally Divine Goddess again, along with Mr. Don Sonoran Mystic Tarot. That's in the morning. And then let's see, Fridays would be Love Riot Warriors again. And she'll be with Scott Underwood. And it's called the Gabriel Collective, I believe. And Scott always channels Archangel Gabriel. So, you know, all messages are channeled from him. Then Saturday, like I said a little earlier, Saturday will be Susan Grayson, again, 10 to 11. Don't be late. And then Sunday again. Gee, I think that's you and me. So I think there's only one day where there's nobody on. So there's always somebody here. And on Tuesdays, even though nobody's on Tuesday nights, we have the psychic squad. So if you're interested in learning this and maybe developing your skills, join us Tuesday night. You would have to message Don at Sonoran Mist advice at sonoranmystictarot.com, I believe. And if you message him or A5 says, Angie, click on her and get her email and send it to her. She can also send you a link. You'll get a Zoom link every week, and then you can click on the link and join us. It is from 6 to 8 Mountain Standard Time. So you'll have to compare that to whatever time zone you're in. And come join us. It's a lot of fun. We all work on our skills. And, we got all different levels from very beginners to those of us who've been doing it a while. So come join us. I welcome everybody. Do you have any announcements? Anything going on?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Okay. Well, I thank everybody for joining us then. And I hope you have a blessed week and take some time to listen for the whispers of your angels.